Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. I want to talk today about what to do when you are planning your Disney Universal vacation package. That's usually the first question comes up is, where do I start? I don't know where to start with the planning. So there's really 4 tips I have for you. And we're going to talk about tip number 1 today, which is nailing down your dates. Okay, this is the most important thing to your vacation. And I will tell you why. Okay, number 1, because it obviously dictates price and offers. Okay, number 2, it's definitely going to impact, crowd levels, things of that nature. So, we'll talk a little bit more about that. And also, availability, with resorts, that's always super important. The time of year that you go would also dictate, whether you want to buy lightning lanes or even need to buy lightning lanes. And I'm going to get into all that. So the dates really are critical. Okay. Now, if you are unsure, if you're open to suggestions, if you're like, well, we could go here, we could go there, here's some things to think about. So first of all, run Disney events in Walt Disney World, February, April, November. So crowds could be busier, resorts could fill up faster. So that's something to, think about. Obviously you have like the winter breaks, the fall breaks, the spring breaks. Crowds are probably going to be, busier during that time. Okay. Now you also have, basically the time of year where, things could be a little bit cheaper. So maybe like January, February, April, right before that summer, kick again. So those are things to keep in mind in terms of offers. And in addition to that, the timing is so important because you could be going during a time when Halloween Horror Nights is going on. So crowd levels will be lower during the day than when you want to attend that party. If you want to attend that party, that's obviously going to chime into when you go. Now, if you're looking at, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, or you're dealing with, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, again, same thing. The crowds in Magic Kingdom are usually lower because everyone's waiting to go to Magic Kingdom later in the day. So if you do plan on going, you may not need the lightning lanes because the crowd levels will be fine. So you see how this is so important to when you go. So your travel agent, I can certainly help with that, can help you narrow down those dates if you are flexible. And if not, then, we can definitely tell you, okay, here's what to expect during that time that you plan on going. NicolaDreamsTravelConsulting.com. There was that QR code. You could click on that also to get started and get more information. But stay tuned for the 3